Hello, mi amores. How are you today? I'm Judge Desire for Knowledge. Welcome to my channel here on YouTube. I welcome in the IAAH radio team as well, Talk Radio. Check me out every Saturday at 3. Like, share, and subscribe. It's good to see all of you here. Unfortunately, I am not able to go live today. I have events today as well. It's summer and the summer is almost over. So, with that, I'm trying to enjoy every week I can. So, if I go live, you'll know. I'll put it up on my social medias, Facebook, and all the social medias that I'm on. Go check me out, Judge Desire for Knowledge. Go search me there, and you'll find me. So, I hope you all are enjoying your weekend or going to anyway because it's beautiful out. I've been enjoying every weekend of this summer because we had such a tough winter and all that rain the past few months in the States. So, with that, I figured I'm going to enjoy most of the rest of the summer in nature, on the beach, or wherever I can, which is why I always have an event to go to. Basically, I have not been able to put up any of the events I went to. I went to powwows. I've done a lot of stuff. I just don't have the time with work and everything. But if you check my channel out on YouTube, I will be able to upload. You'll see it there, actually, eventually. Some of them are there now. My past visit to DR. I haven't put that up either. I just realized it. Sorry, mi amores. I didn't put that up yet. But I will catch up. I promise you, it'll be worth it. So you can see the adventures. I'll share them with you. I think it's a pleasant thing to do because most of us can't do it. And, it's not that I can do it every time, but when I do have that opportunity, I like to share it so that other people could feel like, wow, that's what I want to do, and take the opportunity to do it. Because you only live here one time, so you want to make the best of it, right? So let's get back down to our subject of the day on Know Your Truth Real Talk. The subject today on this episode is basically, I thought of this one: are you a part of the solution or the problem? And all of us have to figure that out in one time or another, if we are going to be a part of the solution or are we going to be a part of the problem. We're going to figure it out for ourselves. Each individual is different. So basically, if you start evaluating yourself instead of others, and you can work on you first, and it will benefit other people, whether you are in a partnership or a relationship or at work, wherever the case may be. I figured this will be really good empowerment for people because we always look at other people and point the finger. So this episode I decided to do, are you a part of the solution or the problem? With that being said, this can also be personal, in your personal life, workspace, place, anywhere that you place yourself where you think it is. You're the one that's going to have to know which characteristic do you resemble, okay? The solution or the problem? I prefer to be the solution, but I'm not going to lie to you. At some points in our lives, and I'll speak on my own individual personally, I had to figure out if I was the solution or the problem. Well, me being who I am, I don't want to inflict stuff on other people, so then I started saying maybe I'm not the solution. Find out at the end, long story short, I was the solution and they were the problem. Whether it's workspace, personal life, workplace, or personally, you're going to figure it out for yourself. And that's a good thing to think about this, because that helps others. Actually networking with other people. You want to fix yourself. You want to know who you are and what you're giving into other people's lives. You don't just want to come here, live this life, and be nothing, right? And I'm not talking about those entertainers that everybody puts up there on the pedestals, that they're everything because they're famous and they're rich. That's nothing to me. And a lot of people don't look at that as being rich and everything either. As you see, they're coming down, they're falling. Just look at the names that are falling all over the place. So it's something bigger than that. And to some people, you're going to think it's there. But for me, it was my individual self. I had to see if I was a part of the solution or part of the problem, and I found out I was the solution. Whether the people find out now or never, is the fact that you know. Okay, now I'm not talking about narcissism where you think you're always the solution. No, you have to figure out where did you go wrong and what are you doing right and how you're going to resolve the situation within yourself to see what your answer will come out to be. So for me, it was a long journey, and basically, the only part of the solution that I became was realizing that I can change what the problem that I can change myself from the problem to the solution, right? And then I found out I was actually a solution. So why was I trying to fix myself? Because it's important to do it to yourself and not point fingers. So this is what this episode is about. Um, as I said, this can be in your personal life or workplace, anywhere, and it's up to you to characterize which part resembles you. The solution, are you a part of the solution or the problem? And with that being said, I'm going to give you some guidelines on how we're going to start out with, are you a part of the solution? This is how you're going to know. 1, you see things that hold you back and work on moving forward. 2, you look at the positive and the negative in all things, which is really important to do so. Because if you're only looking at one side, which is your side, then you're one-sided and you're also self-centered. So these are the characteristics you don't want to hold onto, because then you create the problem. 3, you make your own decisions and don't allow negativity to stand in your way. Number 4, you look at situations and decipher if they are the reason that you haven't moved forward in your life and not blame others for it. Very big one. I've seen people that like to point the fingers, as I stated when I started this video, and it's so true that it's easy for us to point the fingers and blame people, whether wherever in our personal lives it may be done at, whether it's in a personal relationship, any relationship, workplace relationship, all relationships, just whichever one works in this place for you, whatever you place yourself in here, in this content or context, then it applies to you that way. But we all like to point fingers at people. Let's say, for instance, you have a relationship, it doesn't work out, or you married and it didn't work out. Most of us like to place the blame on the partner that we were with, but yet you were a part of it. So we can't keep doing that to ourselves. Then the problem there is you are the problem, because you're not seeing that you are part of it and you could have been the solution. That's just an example. So number 4 for me was to decipher the reason that you haven't moved forward in life and not blame others is really important. And number 5 is you don't allow society to influence the decisions on and for your future, because sometimes society will influence people and it's not even what and where you're going. But like I said, for example, you're an entertainer. It's beautiful. I love music. I love things like that. But if it's not meant for you and your future, why are you doing it? Don't let society influence you on the things you see that's growing, and behind the scenes they're probably not growing. Everyone has what they're going to be good at, even if we don't find it yet. I'm still searching. So with that, you don't push yourself in situations that don't belong there. It's like someone that wants to be a singer and can't sing. It's a teacher that can't teach. Yeah, it's simple. We are doing things for money, so we become the problem and not the solution. We got to think outside the box. Everything can't be for money. It has to be what you enjoy doing. And most entertainers enjoy doing music, singing it. So I'm not putting them down there, but I'm not praising their fame and popularity either, because sometimes that carries a lot on your shoulders as well. So you got to be really careful about the decisions you make in life And if it's not for you, it's not for you. And as I said, it's going to be in all relationships. These are just examples, so please don't use it to fit the agenda that you think I'm going to. These are examples only. Know Your Truth Real Talk is to discuss what my truth is to you, and you also to discuss your truth to me. You can leave your comments in the comment area, and I will get back to you with that if you have any comments, because I'm not live for you to share with me, which I'd rather live, but like I said, summer's going to end and we got to move forward and enjoy the rest of the days that we got left here, because in the States it can get really cold and bad weather and we won't be out for another 8 months at least, you know. So basically going back to that, stop for your influence and decisions that you make for your future. You don't allow that to happen for you, then you move to blaming others. So where I come to number 5, you don't allow society to influence the decisions, that's why I said that, on your future. Definitely not. If you believe in something or some way that, how do I put this? If you believe in something for yourself, that's for you, not someone else, it's for you, then go forward with that. You can't please everybody. Please don't be a people pleaser, because I'm definitely not. If people don't like what I have to say, or if they don't like my channel, so be it. I'm still going to come here every Saturday that I can and give the messages out. I'm not going to sit there to please people if I don't believe the content and topic I'm talking about is what I'm saying. I mean, so you want to hear something different, get your own channel, but I'm not a people pleaser. I don't remember a time I ever was, but I think at one point I almost became that. I have a show on that, Boundaries. Just in case, go watch those videos, setting boundaries. Because once you set boundaries, you won't be people pleasing anymore, because those type of things allow people to walk on you. But that's another show. So like I said in number 5, you don't allow society to influence the decisions on or for your future. All right. Number 6, you are a leader, not a follower. This is a part of the solution. These lists and guidelines I am reading to you right now is a part of the solution. So that's why I wanted to get these out first. Number 7, if things don't go your way, you don't give up. That's a part of the solution, isn't it? You don't give up and say, oh, well, because just when you was going to give up, the light goes in your head. This is it. That is the time that you know you are going to succeed. This is why you don't give up. All right, 8, you don't let people or society tell you it is impossible. Like growing up, I was taught that by my family, that I will not allow, I should say, people to tell me it's not possible or no, unless it wasn't logical. So this is a very important one for me. Number 8, you don't let people or society tell you it's impossible. Those are the same people that sit back, watch you not make it, and then go and take what you wanted and make it for themselves. So be careful of that, and people that are not for your best interests or not for you. So be very careful about that one. And number 9, I love the best for me is number 9. You make the impossible possible. Those are solution work, people that like to resolve situations. Yeah, solution makers, I was going to say. Those are good. You make the impossible possible. And it can be done. It's just that you have to put your whole effort towards it and not give up. And the final one for solutions, that you are the solution. You have dreams of success and you make them happen. You make them a reality. That's really important for finding out if you are a part of the solution. So now that I ended that part, are you a part of the solution? If any of these 10 guidelines worked for you, then you are a part of the solution. If it didn't work for you, then I'm going on to the other half right now. It doesn't mean that you're not a part of the solution. Don't worry. You're going to be all right out there. Then after realizing these guidelines and taking it, if you haven't taken those steps or followed those guidelines in your own life, maybe you weren't a part of the solution, is what I'm stating. It's just a theory. Or are you a part of the problem? That's next. So for number one, you don't make neighbors. This is a part of the problem. You don't make decisions for yourself and hesitate when making important ones. All right. Number two, you listen to others without making decisions that are right for you. I've seen a lot of people do that. I always encourage people, I don't care who they are, I give people information on how they can guide themselves to better not only themselves, but also to better address situations at work, outside of work. If I see a promotion coming up, an exam, I will let other people know if they haven't seen it or how to apply for stuff. That's who I am. So, in number two, you listen to others without making decisions that are right for you. There are going to be people that do that. Number three, when society tells you that it's impossible, you believe it. See, this is a part of the problem. Okay? Number four, procrastination. Now, procrastination is your MO. And the MO meaning modus operandi, which also means, because that's Latin, which also means, what does it mean again? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Mode of operation. That's it. Sorry for that delay. I was trying to remember. Yeah. Mode of operation. So your MO. Procrastination is your MO. You're a part of the problem. You know what I mean? Don't let that be your MO, ladies and gentlemen. And that is number four, which is really important because it can stop you from your dreams. Number five, your plans never get off the ground because you always talk about it, but you're not a doer, you're a talker. These are the things that happen because sometimes your plans may not get off the ground. Maybe they're not for you. If they are, what is missing from that plan that initiated you to think about it in the first place? Once you utilize that, you'll say to yourself, okay, either it's not getting off the ground because I'm not doing the work, or it's not getting off the ground because it's not for me. All right, number five, you lack drive in achieving your goals. That can happen to a lot of people, lacking drive to achieve your goals. Maybe your goals need to be changed and you're not in the right, you don't like them yourself. So maybe you need to write down what you like and then find them. Number seven, you create your problems and blame others. See, this is a part of the problem. When you create your problems and blame others, that's not a good thing. Number eight, you use others' success for your own. And I've seen that in the workplace and other areas where you'll give someone information and they'll take that information and act like it was their own, which is downright dirty and ugly. To me, that's like, you know what? Don't give up your information to anyone at all. I got a lot of nature going on. I got the deers back here, the crows singing over there, the birds right here. All right, I love Mother Nature. Doesn't stop me. I love it. And as I said in number eight, you use other success for your own. Number nine, when issues occur, you run to others instead of resolving them on your own. Now, there's a difference between running to others for help in decision making, but sometimes people will lead you to the wrong decision and you'll fail from it. So have discernment on whether their decision, if you do run to someone, run to a professional, run to someone you really truly trust. Sometimes we could trust people and they're our enemy underneath. So you have to have discernment when doing so, all right? Because I've done that where, you want to ask other people, what should I do about this issue? But you know what? People like when you have issues because, what is that saying? Misery loves company, and a lot of people are miserable. We all have misery in some way or another, but some of us, we just live that life because I don't know what it is. It's just a negative aspect of some people that they just keep it there, and I'm not. So be very careful of those type of negative influences and stop running to others and try to resolve your own situation unless it's someone you can truly trust. And number 10, the final you're the problem guideline. This is when you're the problem. All this, number 10 is the last one. So if any of these actually fit you, then you know you're a part of the problem. Or not, I shouldn't say it fits you, addresses to you, and you've seen this before. Be good. It's okay. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge brings change. Acknowledgement brings change. So 10, when you're talking behind other people's back or others' backs to save your image due to your ego. We've seen that a lot. And I hate to say it, but females, oh, sometimes they could be the worst. We're supposed to support each other, but some of us don't even like each other. We try to keep friendships with women who go behind your back and stab you in the back because they have ego trips. They want to be better. They want to look better. Who cares? Can't we all just get along? I didn't want to say that, but can't we share in it and just pat each other's back and stand up for one another as sisters? No. I mean, even if you're not a bloodline with someone and they're not your actual sister, can't we just be like sisterly to one another instead of that backstabbing hate stuff that we be doing? So that one really touched me, and I had to say this one is the one that is a part of the problem. Number 10, when you're talking behind others' backs to save your image due to ego. And that could be anything, whatever it means for you. I know I've had it done to me. It's just we got to be more careful and have more discernment. One thing my parents taught me when I was growing up is don't keep too many friends. Have those few, because friendship is serious. It's not, oh, I talk to this person every day, or my coworker is my friend. It's deeper than that. So now I understand as an adult what they meant. They didn't mean that I shouldn't have friends. They meant you have to keep a small amount by your side because you can't trust anyone. All right, so basically those were the 10 guidelines on each one of them. Are you the solution or are you the problem? I'm going to ask you that today. I know most of you, if you do know you're the problem, you're not going to say it. Everybody's going to come out 100% I'm the solution, but that's not acknowledging the faults of yourself. You're not doing your job, yourself a favor if you don't really think this out. So utilize these guidelines. I'm sure there's more out there that you can do to actually find in yourself if you are part of the solution here or are you a part of the problem. These are just two types of individual, part of the solution, part of the problem, that we come across in life. We do come across one or the other. For some of us, we are the individual that is a part of the solution, and some of us, we are a part of the problem. And the sooner that we recognize that, we can resolve a lot of situations in our life. Most won't admit it, of course, especially if we are the problem, because we tend to blame others for the situations we get ourselves into, whether it's a relationship, family, or workplace situation, etc. It's easy to point the finger at others and not take the blame for our own mistakes. It's easy because if you take the blame and you're an egotistical person, self-centered or narcissist, that's not going to work for you. And it could be you that's a part of the problem. At some point in our lives, we must hold ourselves accountable for the decisions we make, whether in a relationship with family, a job, or in your personal lives, like I've been saying. Whenever whatever didn't work out, stop putting the blame solely on things that evidently wasn't going to work out, I should say. Yeah, it wasn't meant to. So take it a notch down and realize that if it has a consistency with you, then it wasn't meant to work out. And we must come to the realization of that in ourselves at some time in our life if we are wanting to grow. If we don't want to grow, then sit there and saturate in you are the problem then. When we choose the wrong path, we have to own up to it because we were a part of that equation of whomever we allowed, whatever place, workplace, person, personal life, whatever it is for you, we allowed it. whether you got married, whether you had children, we allowed it. So you're a part of that equation. You cannot put the total blame on one person in order to grow. You have to and must acknowledge your error, or if it's not an error, your part that you played in there, so that you can move on and not be a part of the problem, and be a part of the solution and not the problem. That's what I wanted to say today. So I hope you did like this episode. I'm gearing out to get out of here right now. I will be posting up my events. Well, not my events, this big event this weekend soon. It's going to be beautiful. Hopefully I don't get copyright for it. We'll see. If I don't post it, it's because I can't. Because of YouTube. So with that being said, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm Judge Desire for Knowledge, and I enjoy being here with you today, every day that I can, every weekend, and I wish you a great, safe weekend. We all have our expired time. I've had people pass, 2 people in the past 2 weeks that have passed, a co-worker and one of our favorite DJs from Pre-Party Radio. So try to enjoy each life that you have here. Try to go adventurous. If you can't spend money, that's okay. Try to be adventurous. Go to the beach, do cookouts. Go to the park, talk, sit, laugh, and, make a solution. Be a part of the solution and not the problem. Because if you mope in your problems, then you become a problem for others instead. And it's not worth your time here just saturating in misery. I wouldn't want to see that for anyone. And we all have problems, but I'm not going to sit in misery with it. And with that being said, of course, I come out with my Know Your Truth Real Talk gavel that I have here. That I use every time, and I have one for legal matters. By the way, that will be coming up in 2 weeks. I do a monthly legal matters, and every Saturday, Know Your Truth Real Talk. And also, I'm out and about travels when I'm out and about traveling. So join me, Judge Desire for Knowledge, here on YouTube and on IAAH Radio, with the best DJs and the best music in town. They have my talk radio show there on every Saturday at 3. So come check us out here and with IAAH Radio here on Know Your Truth Real Talk with me, Judge Desire for Knowledge, bringing you the truth and nothing but the truth. Is now adjourned. I will see you next Saturday, God willing. Bless you all, and thank you for watching this show. Share, like, and subscribe. There's got to be someone out there that needs to hear it. Ciao.